We want to welcome you to Clanton Living. My name is Nicole Conte, and I have the honor and privilege to be the host. And today we are talking with our mayor. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing great. I'm really excited to be here, and I'm excited to get to know you a little bit and share that with our residents here in Clanton.
Right.
So talk to me about this. You were previously a business owner, right? And then have transitioned to mayor. Tell me a little bit about your background.
Well, I've been in construction all my life. You know, that's what I've done. I've, built houses for years, and I got into more of general contracting back in '94. Went in business for myself.
Yeah.
And done that for years, and just after I had a lot of death in my family, and so we kind of got through with a lot of that stuff, and I decided I was going to retire.
Retire, right?
Yeah. So then I got me a full-time job.
So retirement now looks like being the mayor of a very growing city, right?
Right.
So tell me a little bit about what that transition was like for you.
Well, it was a lot different because I've been in construction, like I say, as a general contractor, and we poured cement.
Yeah.
And that's what I told somebody the other day. You pour cement, you better get it down and get it slick pretty fast, because if you don't, it's going to set up around you.
Right.
And this right here is a whole different ball game.
It is, isn't it?
But I've changed a lot of that too, because people know when I tell them I want something done, I want it done.
Yeah.
Not tomorrow, not next week, but it's a lot slower. It's a lot slower pace.
And that's one thing I've kind of learned too with city government, and we hope to share with you guys too, kind of how city government works a little bit, and to let people in on that a little bit, because it is a slower process on things. And so even though we may not see with our eyes things that are going on, things are always happening, right?
Always going. It's 24/7. Like I say, I've been up since 1:30 this morning. That's the way I am most days. I don't get much sleep. Because I love this town. It's a big thing to me. I've been here all my life. I just turned 68, and I love this town. I've seen it from back in when I was a kid. It was booming because it was 31 highway come through Clanton. I mean, it still comes through Clanton, but it wasn't I-65. So once they opened up I-65, it started going the other way. People started moving, and my thing is, now I just want to see it grow, but I want to see it grow in the right way. We've made some mistakes, yeah, we do, but I work all the time. I mean, I may be on the backhoe today, or maybe my own backhoe,
right?
And or on a bulldozer tomorrow, or wearing this suit, or doing whatever I need to do. People don't understand how grants work. I've had people making fun of us about being a grant city, but you know what? It saved us probably $15 million.
Yeah.
So you have to wait on that. They tell you can't start anything until you get that grant. Once you get that grant, then it's like everything they do to try to keep you from using it.
I'll hurry up and wait a little bit, right?
It is.
What are some accomplishments that you have really been proud of and that you have seen grow over the last few years?
Well, we've got an intersection down in front of Walmart that we bought some land and had to do some dealings, and it took quite a while to get that done, to get the land bought up and then get a grant to put that intersection in, because there's a lot of wrecks down there at the time, and we've changed that. We've actually got a grant to develop some of that property right there, where we've got the Wharf Restaurant coming, and they should start. I know they're starting this summer, but that's a big accomplishment that we've done, and then some more land right behind it. We get ready for something else big, hopefully, and just things here in town. Bought an old building, several old buildings, tore some of them down, and got one of the biggest Mexican restaurants here in Clanton that is in the state. Probably, I would put them up against anybody.
Yeah. And
we've been able to do that, and ballparks. We just built 2 new bat houses down there, one for the girls, one for the boys. All of it's lit, AstroTurf on it. Our city shop, I tore one down. My thought was when I started, Clanton was, to me, it was just, it wasn't as clean as I like things. And I knew before we could get other people to clean their own mess up, we had to clean ours up. So we did that. We tore down an old city shop that we had down around 31. It's just an eyesore. We bought a couple of buildings. Maybe the first couple of years we was here, and made a big mechanic shop, and we keep all our Christmas decorations. Used to, they just throw them anywhere, and those things are expensive.
Right.
So, we've done things like that, and our city shop, the old one we took down, I got it put back up this year over our gas pumps, and you know, those police, fire, everybody had to get their gas in the rain, no lights, and now you ought to see the building down there.
I'm sure they are thankful about that.
Took that old building and redone it and repainted it, and it's pretty and white and clean. And you know, I worked over this summer myself, a lot of days putting in the storm sewer and trying to create us a bunch more land, and you know, those things I'm proud of. And then, you know, we worked on water at the river. It's just, you know, I could go on and on for days. So.
And I think, you know, it's interesting to me to hear you say that you've been here all your life, 68 years, so you have seen it from what it was to what it is now, and you're really putting your heart into it, because this is where your heart is, right? And I think that makes a huge difference as a leader of a city. You're really wanting to see it grow, but also keep the charm and the tradition that is already here in Clanton, which I think is so special.
Yeah, you know, we're blessed. We got 3 exits.
Yes.
And people have got to understand that, you know, we live off of a business license, sales tax, and the permits. That's basically how we make our money. That's how we pay our fire department, our police department, and so forth, so on, city workers. And all of that stuff, we've had to get people's mindset changed, because a lot of it was done. People, I've been talking about, hadn't been paying sales tax, and you know, some of them been getting by without business license, and a lot of them just didn't know. Yeah. You know, and so we're trying to get that changed. We have changed a lot of it. I mean, it's been good, so I'm proud of that.
Well, you know, I was going to ask you, what's a typical day like? But then I hear you say, I got up at 1:30 this morning and I was on a backhoe and I was working whatever, sewer line. So is there a typical day for you as the mayor?
Well, I don't know if you could say any of it's typical. I mean, I do this every day. I mean, I'm on call 24/7. Yeah. And, you know, on the weekends I work my tail off at my house, and then, of course, people call, I got a water leak, I got a sewer leak, and I'll go look at it, call our sewer department, whatever, if it's necessary for them to get on out there over the weekend, because you're having to pay overtime and stuff. Some of it's not critical, but if water's shooting 30 foot up in there, you're pretty much gonna need to go fix it. Yeah. So, same way with sewer. People's sewer gets stopped up in their house or whatever, and they want us to come fix it, and sometimes it's our problem, sometimes it's theirs, but, you know, I love it. I get up here every day. I mean, I just got off the phone with the DOT and there about some issues. And, you know, we built a new courthouse. I had a lot to do with that. The city did. So, you know, we just put up a new bridge yesterday. Been waiting on that baby for 4 years, and finally got it sitting across the creek over there now, and I'm about to put another one up over there. So, you know, it's been an experience, and I guess I was fortunate. I told when I first went in office, you know, it's a 4-year term. Yeah. And when I went in office, the legislature passed it to give us an extra year. So I'm in my 5th year. And when I first heard that, I thought I was gonna cry. I've told people that a lot of times, but you know, it's been good. I mean, we got past a lot of issues when we first got in office. It was a mess, but you know, I'm so proud of the things we've done, and just meet people and help people. Yep. You know.
Sounds like you're a leader and you got a team behind you that really wants to get their hands dirty and help this city and help it to grow and just become even better than it already is.
Oh yeah. We plan on every day we get up, that's the way we want it. A little bit better today than it was yesterday.
I love that motto. Thank you so much, Mayor.
You're welcome.